Good morning, everybody. It's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path. And this morning I'm going to try to do something a little differently. I am going to make two videos this morning. One video I'm going to post and just post and see what happens with it. And another video I'm going to post and make private. But if you want to see that video, then you'll contact me and I will send you that video. I'm not charging anything for it. I'm not going to be that person or anything like that. So let me just go through this. The first video I'm going to make is I've started to think about what kind of topics I can come up with for 2026 because I'm such a slow reader and my book reviews take a long time to come out. And so I thought, well, I'll start showing off my collections because I have been collecting and curating books for a long time. And I will start showing off some of my collections, which is going to be the first video. The second video, I was asked recently by a very dear friend of mine if I believe in ghosts. And if you want to know the answer to that question, and if you want to know why yes or why no, then that's the second video that I'm going to make, that if you want to see it, you contact me and I will send it to you. So let's start with video number one. First off, I wanted to show off my hyacinth. Look at my little hyacinth. Isn't it pretty? My mom got me that. It smells wonderful. I love purple. It's the beginning of spring, even though we haven't had a winter. So showing off my hyacinth. There's my little bit of spring in the middle of winter. Now I know that many parts of the country and the world are experiencing very harsh weather conditions, but we in Oklahoma, we in Okie are just amazed at our weather. It's like 70 some degrees. And we haven't had any storms or anything like that. So take that for what you will. We'll probably get hit with a huge ice storm in February. And then I'll be like, oh, help me. My roof is caved in. But hopefully not. Okay. What am I reading at the moment? Let's just keep you up to date. I'm reading The Plague Court Murders. And this is by John Dixon Carr. I always want to add that extra syllable. And you can see my little bookmark there. I'm almost finished with it. And I'll tell you all about it. And so far, it's really good. I hope that the ending ends up being as good as what I've enjoyed so far. But I can't wait to get to it every night. It's really... Here's a wonderful chapter title, Chocolates and Chloroform. Who doesn't love chocolates and chloroform? This is a great, great book. Copyright date, let me get it for you, 1934. So, Plague Court Murders, I'll tell you all about that when I'm done. But today, we're going to look at my Anthony Trollope collection. So, back when I was a young child, not like 4 or 5, but younger, but 8-ish, 10, everything like that. Our PBS channel, which I don't even know if PBS still exists anymore. We live in such a weird world. PBS did the Barchester Tower Chronicles. And I loved that. And my father loved it. And we watched it religiously every Sunday night. We would eat ice cream and we would watch the Barchester Tower Chronicles. And I'd never heard of Trollope. I was not dying to read Trollope, but after I saw this show, I was dying to read him because it's about a little small town in the 1800s. I think it's in the 1800s, and nothing really huge happens in it. It's kind of like, I guess, what you would consider Mitford today. It centers around the vicarage and the parsonage and everything like that. So I got interested in it, and my father got on the computer, and this was back in the days of eBay, when eBay was really big, and he got me these copies of Trollope books. So this is my Trollopian collection, and I wanted to show it to you. First one up, we have Dr. Thorne Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful end papers. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's see if I can get a copyright on this. Let's see. It's in Everyman's Library. It's fiction. A tale which holdeth children from play and old men from the chimney corner. Isn't that beautiful? I don't think I can find a copyright though. I don't know. I don't see that. But anyway, I have grand hopes of reading all of my Trollopes again, but just not anytime soon. So that was Dr. Thorne. Okay, what else do we have here? We have The Last Chronicle of Barset, Volume 2. And this is another, I think it's in Everyman's Library. Let's see. Every man I will go with thee and be thy guide. In thy most need, go by thy side. Isn't that beautiful? They're just gorgeous copies. They're just gorgeous copies. This first published, this edition was 1909. 1909. And I cherish these, not only because they're beautiful, but because they remind me of my dad. And then we will always have that connection. And we had, you know, we had some spats. We had some regular father-daughter spats, but these will always connect me to him. So then I have The Last Chronicle of Barset, Volume 1. So this is Volume 1. The first one I showed you was Volume 2. And so this is The Last Chronicle of Barset, Volume 1. You see that? Beautiful, beautiful books. Just gorgeous. It just takes your breath away. Okay, here's a more modern version of, this is Dr. Thorne. I didn't love Dr. Thorne. This is, again, it's in Everyman's Library. These are both Everyman's Library too. You can kind of see how they've stayed the same and how they've changed. Obviously size, but they're very plain. This one doesn't have any particular end papers. It's just Dr. Thorne. It does have a pretty bookmark though. Want to see? Woo! I know what you're thinking. Small minds. Small minds. No, I have to get it back. I don't remember where it was. But Dr. Thorne wasn't one of my favorites. It was one of my dad's favorites, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But still, I cherish it. Okay. Now we have a different edition. This one, let's see, this is a heritage edition. Heritage edition. This is the Warden, and it's this beautiful slipcase. Look how gorgeous this book is. I mean, don't you love it when books are works of art? I do. I do. This doesn't have, it says an illustration. I don't think the rest of the book had any more illustrations, but the Warden is wonderful. I really enjoyed that story. And again, isn't it just a work of art? I think it is. I think it's just an absolute work of art. Work of art. Ex Libris. Oh, look. I never even noticed this. Somebody had it in 1960. Can you guys see that? And it was Marilyn Williams Edison. And she had it in 1960. And she has put in here a little article about the book. It's been a long time since I've looked at these. They bring back bittersweet memories. So that's a heritage collection. Okay. What's this one? Oh, this is my favorite. This is my favorite Trollope story by far. This is The Small House at Allington. And this is a folio society. And I don't have as many folio societies. I think I may just have the one folio society. If you guys ever watch Philip Hall, Poet Reads to Write. But here's a folio society book. Here's the map of Barchester, where the small house at Ellington takes place. Here's a lovely illustration. And this is one of my all-time favorite reads. It's just so sad. And it's like any girl who's ever been through a breakup should read this. Any girl who's ever been really in love and then has broken up with the person that you're really in love with, but you still have to get up and get your makeup on and go to work. And she didn't go to work, but she had to, you know, like participate in family life and everything like that. And when she just wanted to crawl into bed and cry for weeks and she couldn't do it, it's a wonderful story. It's my favorite Trollope, is A Small House in Ellington. This one is my favorite copy of my Trollope. This is Framley Parsonage. And let's see, it's Trollope. Let's see if we can find out who published it. The New Century Library. The New Century Library. But I don't even read this one because it's so delicate. And it's got onion skin paper. Look at this illustration though. Isn't that beautiful? Think of the time it took to make that illustration. And I don't even really take this one out and read it. If I wanted to read Framley Parsonage again, I would get it from the library, because this one is just too delicate. It's just way too delicate to read. Don't want to damage that. And then here we go with Barchester Towers. This is both volumes 1 and volume 2. And this is, I think it's an Everyman's Library. Let's see if I'm right. Or is it Heritage? Which one is it? Franklin Library. I was totally wrong. Franklin Library. And this is, I forget her name, it's Lady such and such, but she just takes to the couch. And that's one of the reasons why I love Trollope, because he's kind of silly. She just decides to lay on the couch one day and not get up. And so what she does when she goes calling people is people have to like bring her on the couch. They like literally carry the couch from house to house so that she can visit people and everything. Wouldn't you love that kind of life, to just kind of, I'm on the couch. If you want to see me, come over and carry me to your house. Sorry, got out of the shower. My hair's not all the way dry. All right, so that was my collection. I'm very proud of it. It means a lot to me in more ways than one. And I'm going to show you some more of my collections, some more books off the beaten path as we go through 2026. So now I'm going to sign off and I'm going to do my ghost video. And like I said, if you want to see it, it's going to be a private video, and it'll be for people that specifically want to see it. I've really thought about this. I've really delved into the subject. I've read a lot about it, and I have come to a conclusion of where I stand. So anyway, I will check you later.